their grades might suffer, is that actually a big deal?
So up next, we have an email we'd like you to tackle. So Liz M says, I feel like remote schooling has turned me, I hear this from so many people, has turned me into a helicopter parent and is hurting my children's growth. I end up doing their to-do lists and even find myself listening in on their classes to make sure we didn't miss anything. How can I take a step back and allow my children to figure it all out on their own without helping them to fall behind? So many people sit on this fence. So many people.
And I got to tell you, it's not only parents. I've heard from women who say, I'm listening to my partner's business meetings and I want to tell him, oh, you shouldn't speak that way and you should handle it this way. And you should. And it's out of this abundance of empathy and love. It's really not coming from any place that's mean or controlling or critical.
No.
It's, I want things to be good for you. This is hard right now and I want things to be easier. But for parents in particular, I really want to remind you two things. One, what's school for this year in particular? And for elementary school, and we don't know, I think, how old Liz's kids are, but if they're in elementary school, one of the big things to remember is that elementary school is really important for reading. You got to learn to read because by third or fourth grade, you have to be able to read in order to learn. So they got to practice their reading, and it's meant to keep them with a curiosity and a love of learning. And honestly, I don't think this is the year to worry about grades and report cards in elementary school. I'm not sure it ever is, but definitely this year. If kids can come out of this year, whatever it looked like for them, if they can come out of this year reading and still liking to learn, that's a win. I really think it is.
Then you're good.
I really think so, because, she says, I don't want them to fall behind. So one resilience skill that we can all use when we get worried about something is to actually say, okay, what if that thing I'm worried about does happen? So what if they do fall behind? Well, if they fall behind, then their grades might suffer. Okay, if their grades might suffer, given the grade that they're in, whatever it is that actually a big deal? And it might be. I'm not saying it definitely isn't. I'm not trying to be sarcastic and be like, that doesn't matter. But you are an expert in your kids' journey and where they're at. So you can say, is it a big deal? And if it isn't a big deal, you can be like, okay, then they might fall behind, but I want them to still love learning. That's what we're going to focus on. All this mom needs is to remind herself of her purpose. Her purpose is to help her kids prepare themselves, not to help her kids pass that quiz in math this year.